Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Metroid Prime for the Nintendo GameCube. It's Prime time! Last time we went through Phazon Mines and level 3 specifically to make our way over to the main boss of the area. And today we're going to be fighting said boss of Phazon Mines. And I won't lie, I had to do a little bit of improv before this video because holy shit, I really don't like this boss. I really don't. In fact, I actually kind of practiced him a little bit off screen, and unlike Thurdus, who ended up changing my mind later on, this boss most certainly didn't, and it really just further fuels my complaints with Metroid Prime's bosses overall and how boring they can fucking be. But we'll be saving that for once we hit that point because, oh man, do I have a lot to say. A whole lot to say because I really do not like this boss. It is boring. It is tedious. It's one of my least favorite bosses in the entire series for certain. And the worst part about this, it's not even my least favorite boss in the entire game. Is it the most frustrating? Yes. But is it the most boring? No. That is ironically the boss following this, which won't be much longer from now. Spoiler alert. But, yeah, here we are. Our guy is just hanging out in that containment tube there. And, must be pretty dangerous because he's kind of isolated in a room with nothing but, well, Phazon, really. This is like in the middle of nowhere, essentially. But yeah, say hello to the Omega Pirate. I really don't like this boss, despite how cute his eyes look. I don't know why I find something like that cute, but yeah, he more or less functions like an elite pirate. And as I've stated earlier, they're really slow and clunky to fight because you just kind of wait for them to do their thing and then you start shooting them. And that's basically the same idea with this one, except this one is kind of that taken to the extreme. You have to shoot his body parts before really doing anything. And the only real threat here is your impatience and possibly running into a pool of Phazon as you're moving about. So this is a fight where you actually kind of have to watch your surroundings, considering you have to kind of keep your distance away from the Omega Pirate for most of the fight. And this is what you end up having to do for most of it. You know, like, I at least kind of complimented Thardus to some degree, because, like, yeah, it was kind of monotonous, but, like, at least he had, like, little rock projectiles that he threw at you to kind of keep the boss fight from getting too boring, and it actually kind of created this kind of multitask-esque feeling that basically made sure that you were looking out for these projectiles as you were shooting them. No, this fight, you're literally just backing away and just waiting for him to lift down his arm before you shoot him. And I won't lie, I actually tried to do another video before this, trying to commentate over this, and I won't lie, guys, this might end up being a relatively boring part compared to the rest of the playthrough, because this boss fight literally does not deviate much from the given strategy you have to go through within the first 5 minutes of the fight. It's just, I really don't like this fight, and it's one of the biggest things Prime 2 easily, you know, escalates over Prime 1, and is definitely boss design, because God, I don't like a lot of Prime's bosses. I really don't. They definitely feel more like a distraction than something, like, worth looking forward to. So basically, once he hits this part, keep your distance. It's not creepy at all. And he's going to start sending pirates after you to keep you preoccupied. And unfortunately, I got bad RNG and got the freaking wave troopers. So as he's doing this, you more or less want to switch visors and make sure you find where he's at and not get shot at. And as he's doing this, basically he's sending these pirates after you because, well, they're here to distract you, more or less. Like, they're here to distract you from your main target, unfortunately. And I really don't like the wave troopers in this case because they take too long to kill with the wave beam. And all the while, he is healing as he's doing this. That's right. Every time you shoot down the armor parts, he is and you get him to that point in the fight, he is actually healing his HP. And all the while, you gotta pray to God RNG does not screw you over and give you the wave troopers. Because if you do, shaking them off is very difficult. And it's, as you can tell, when I was trying to ignore them, I already took 3 energy tanks worth of damage from doing so. I don't like wave troopers, and my full hatred for them really comes out in this fight. Absolutely does. So, not only are you hoarding off space pirate troopers, you're also trying to use the X-ray scope to find where the Omega pirate is and make sure you shoot him before he completely heals himself. The best RNG you can really hope for is definitely the ice troopers, because the ice troopers are definitely the easiest ones to take care of. Plasma troopers can be a little bit annoying too sometimes. Power troopers aren't too bad, I guess, but yeah, you really want to pray that you get ice troopers for this fight. And I think it really does boil down to RNG, because I've definitely had different, encounters with different space pirates during this fight, and I have to imagine that something like this has to be an absolute pain in the ass to speedrun, Really, really annoying. And I of course, I don't want to burn too many of my missiles, but I might end up, being forced to anyway. But I guess one positive to having the wave troopers out in this fight is that it does give you access to the wave buster. The only problem is that, you have to pray to God that the wave buster doesn't accidentally attack one of the other space pirates instead. Because you don't need to, L target, a space pirate or an enemy or whatever for the wave buster to activate. It just goes after the first opponent, it keeps track of, Oh wow, I got lucky. Okay. Well, I might actually go ahead and switch to the wave beam, just in case. Okay, so we got plasma troopers, not too bad. I just gotta find out where he's gonna appear at. Doesn't usually take him too long to spawn, either. Ow! You can really feel the impact of his blasts. Oh god. Okay, so not as much damage as I would have liked personally, but it did something. Ah, what am I getting hit by? What the heck? Oh, shoot. Right. So this is one part of the fight where it can also be kind of annoying if you don't take care of the space pirates quickly. And that is the fact that, his stupid, little visor thing, or not visor, but his little hand absorber thing can get in the way of, fighting the space pirates. I might actually start using super missiles and seeing if that will give us some better results. And yeah, it doesn't really hurt or help that you try to close in distance on them, because that's not such a good idea at all. Okay, so it looks like the super missiles are giving us better results. Oh god, come on. Please put down your hand. Boss! I don't. about distance in this fight, man. All about the. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, let's. Screw off. I'm not taking my chances, darn it. That didn't do as much damage as I thought it would. The heck? Okay. Oh wow, we actually got some good damage on him this time. Nice. Okay, so he does disappear twice. What in the world just happened? That's not an attack I've ever seen him do before. What the heck? Okay, so let's stick with the plasma beam this time in case the wave troopers come out again. I'm probably gonna have to start using the wave booster to get rid of those wave troopers quickly. Definitely doesn't help that we can't quite see the Phazon pools of death behind us as we're doing this. Oh boy. Oh god. Well, at least I'm starting to adapt a little bit more. I just gotta be on the lookout for whenever he decides to like pop into another Phazon pool again in between phases. I swear, out of every time I do a run of Metroid Prime, this is always the thing that ends up giving me the most trouble, for certain. Not even the final boss can really compare. Alright. Are we gonna get some good RNG this time? Alright, let's find out. Alright, what did we get this time? Yes! Oh god. Oh, we got some energy out of that. Nice. Got you now. There we are. Alright, it looks like he's almost down. Or he's gonna teleport again. What the heck? Why would he do that? Oh, because that's why. What? No. Did he just end up killing one of his kin? What the heck? That's not how it works. Ah! It's getting too overwhelming! Stop! Oh my god. This is not a boss fight I'd want to do a Mentalist run of. Ever. But at least he's almost dead. What you got for us, Omega Daddy? What do you got for us that we haven't already seen already? I guess I wasn't entirely correct about like the differentiation, you know, in the fight. Like that time it spawned like 2 types of pirates instead of 1. To kind of throw the player off, I guess, but that's really about it. But he's still mostly doing the same thing, so it's like whatever. Alright, buddy. Let's get some good RNG. Wait, what? Okay, well, I'll take an ice trooper, I guess. No, I don't want you moving. Stop moving. At least they're giving me a lot of energy. Where's he at? There he is. And with that, that ends a 15 minutes worth of frustration. Oh, I guess he's just gonna fall into us and Samus is gonna take it. Okay. Okay. What's going on here? Wait, we wanted that to happen? That's a funky interaction if I've ever seen one. But yeah, this is the last upgrade in the game, based on requirements anyway. We get the Phazon Suit. The Phazon Suit is honestly, even though it is just a black colorization of the Varia suit, it is a sick looking alt. Like, oh my god, I love how the Phazon suit looks. And Nintendo must love it too, apparently, because they actually made a figure of it with their World of Nintendo series. But yeah, the Phazon suit here lets us walk through Phazon freely. Would have been nice to have during the fight, I guess. And it has the best damage reduction out of any suit we have in the game. So yeah, we have the final suit, the final upgrade, um, based on requirements anyway. We actually still have one other upgrade left to get, but for now, we are in the clear to go ahead and start grabbing the rest of the Choser artifacts that are left. And if memory serves, I think we kind of went through it efficiently enough to where, well, we do have to go back to Chozo Ruins for that one specific one. I'm not surprised about that. But other than that, like, we can actually, like, go through Phazon Mines, clean it up, and then all we have left to do is to go back to Chozo Ruins and grab that one Chozo artifact we couldn't get at the time. So, yeah, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome indeed. So, I guess we'll take this thing here, check it out. And yeah, like I said before, at this point in time, you should have the last of the space pirate data. If you don't already have it all, then you need to go back and look for it. I don't really know what else to say about that. But yeah, we are in the clear to get just about anything in this game now. And it's a shame that, like, really, honestly speaking, like, you don't even really need the Phazon suit for much in the way of, like, grabbing things. Got an energy tank for our efforts, though. That's pretty sweet. And the last energy tank in the game, too. Awesome. But yeah, the Phazon is pretty much not even really much of a detriment to us any longer. That is one room that we don't really need to be going into right now. In fact, we need to go ahead and start backtracking to this room right over here, the Phazon Mining Tunnel. The Phazon Mining Tunnel, if you recall, was a Morph Ball tunnel that we kind of skimmed over pretty quickly in the last video. But now that we have the Phazon suit, um, you can actually go back and get the artifact. And it's actually the one collectible in the game I actually don't recommend trying to damage boost through, because you have to go through so much Phazon, and Phazon seeps your energy pretty quickly anyway, that if you decided to do something that stupid, it just wouldn't work. I'm sorry. Like, because otherwise, like, most instances where we quote-unquote need the Phazon suit, and, like, we never really technically needed it per se, because, like, we only needed to dip our feet into the Phazon for, like, maybe 5 seconds, if you couldn't already tell. Now, would you call, like, a group of Metroids, like, a school of Metroids? Is that how it works? They work like fish. Are they like symbiotic in relationship or something? Nonetheless, let's go ahead and start heading back. Just gonna start skimming over these tunnels here. Not much to see. Need to quickly scurrying on about. Get out of this spooky McGookum's room. Oh god. Alright, here we are. So, just gotta blow this up. And yeah, it definitely seems like they intentionally put these things here to make sure that you're waiting for the bombs to go off, all the while you would normally be taking damage in this kind of environment. That's why I say this is probably the one instance where you absolutely need the Phazon Suit in order to progress. So yeah, here we are. Got another Chozo artifact. Sweet. The Artifact of Newborn, the last of the 12. Kinda makes sense. I'd probably go after something like this last two. And with that being said, I believe we're going to be heading back to an earlier room. Much earlier room, in fact. Wait. Can I actually go back the other way? Is that how all of this works? Or am I like... Okay, no. I can't. I can't. Never mind. Wait. There's something of interest here. Perhaps? No. Whoops. Okay. So... Okay, go... Oh, that Hunter Metroid really is out to, like, skin me alive, apparently. It's like, no, come back here. I want you. I want you in my electrical tentacles. I don't mean that in a hentai kind of way, either. So... You know, I guess while we're making the track back over to one of the previous rooms, like, besides that, we also want to be heading over, to ore processing, I believe? One of these rooms. Because something's actually going to end up popping up that we couldn't get to earlier, and we're going to go and beat it up for another Chozo artifact, and that'll be it for Phazon Mines. Not much left to do. Okay. So anywho, this is what we came for. Gonna blow this up. And this here is a Phazon Elite Pirate. He's a bit dangerous. Yeah, that sounds kind of dangerous. But it comes of little concern to the Space Pirate Research Team, that's funny. So yeah, make sure you scan this dude because he's the only Phazon Elite Pirate in the entire game. And I don't have any missiles on hand. Lovely. Just gotta shoot him in the face a few times. So he's basically like an Elite Pirate, except he doesn't actually have a cannon on his back. Not that the other Elite Pirates really relied on it that much, but like, it's basically an Elite Pirate, but even more boring than usual. Yeah. He seems to be a little bit smaller than the other guys too. That's a little weird. Or it could just be me, I don't know. Alright, buddy. God damn, I thought it was never gonna die. But yeah, that happens to be one of the Chozo artifacts that the Space Pirates themselves went out to steal. But yeah, with that, we only have one last artifact left to find. The Artifact of Warrior, the 6th of the 12. In fact, I probably should have went and grabbed this on my way out of Phazon Mines. I don't know why it didn't do that, but considering we're going down this way for another item anyhow, I guess at the same end of the token, it doesn't really matter too much, I guess, so. Oh man, I'm hitting my 2 video limit for today. Oh crap, I don't have missiles, that's right, shoot. Okay, please, oh, no. That would be scary if he actually fell through that door with me. Okay. Can I actually kill him with just the Ice Beam by itself? That's actually possible. You know what I should have done? This is all my fault because I should have went to the stupid missile station, like, on my way out of here. Wow, I'm a retard. Anywho, the grab the last upgrade in the game, based off of me not getting it until now anyway. You want to blow this thing up with your power bomb. And then you gotta come all the way down to the bottom here and blast the door open with your plasma beam, which is going to make sense in a second, trust me. Oh god. Man, you guys made a mistake or outfitting your tool set with, like, ice. And that's not what I'd call clever at all. Speaking of clever, why don't I just do this and basically avoid everything, assuming I can actually get out of this spot. Oh my god. Anywho, here we are. The Plasma Beam's charge combo. The Flamethrower, which is in my opinion the worst of the charge beam combos. It's basically just a worse Wave Buster. So whenever you use it, you actually can't really move with it to the same degree that you can with the Wave Buster. So with the Wave Buster automatically locks onto an opponent and it drains their energy, which is the main reason it makes it broken. Right? The Plasma Beam's charge combo, the Flamethrower is basically that, but without the homing properties, except just a little bit stronger. You have to manually aim the streams of fire from the Plasma Beam. And granted, this is technically powerful, a little bit more powerful than the Wave Buster at the end of the day, but at the same end of the token, you're having to aim precise shots in a game where you don't even use the second analog stick to really aim your shots at either. And you can imagine something like this being kind of awkward and unwieldy to use. So yeah, I don't really use the flamethrower much, but I am going to be showing it off in the next boss fight we encounter. Just because, I guess. Might as well show it off there. Because I certainly can't do it right now with the amount of missiles I have in my repertoire. You know, I can't help but wonder if I ended up missing something in here. Wow. I did. Okay. That was kind of funny, I won't lie. But with that, I'm glad I'm glad I had the curiosity to do that at least. Like, how did I remember that at the last minute? What the hell? That's not usually how it works. Well, might as well grab a few missiles while I'm here. want you sneaking in shots on me. Yes, sirree, Bob. Alright, and with that, I think it's time to wrap up this video. So, anywho, next time on Let's Play Metroid Prime, I'm gonna meet you guys back in Chozo Ruins, and we're gonna be collecting the last of the expansions we have left in the game to collect. So, yeah, we're pretty close to endgame, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if, this playthrough ends within the next 2 or 3 parts. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all then.